Hey, it's Rosemary here. How you doing now? I used to find surrender to be such an ugly word. I still kind of don't really like the word, truth be told. It's a word where you're just supposed to kind of leave myself. I was supposed to leave myself to the whims of some external person or external thing and just let whatever happens happen, okay? I was scared that spirit didn't love me enough to take care of me though, okay? After all kinds of things had happened in my life, so where the heck was spirit then? I learned to be self-sufficient. I was the only one I could trust. I tried hard to be in control of everything and just ended up running in circles to stand still. I thought I knew it all, but really I was in fear. Most of my decisions came from a place of fear, and that limited me, okay? I was so attached to things happening the way I thought they had to happen, and so I never allowed better things to come. I finally learned to trust that spirit had me in hand, and that the way things panned out when I was open to suggestion, when I surrendered my own rigid way, was far superior to anything I could ever have planned and mapped out myself. And now you may be thinking that means that I don't map things out at all myself. I do, okay? I get very clear about what it is that I want, I journal about it, I create my big life in my mind first, and then I release it and follow the promptings within me. I express gratitude that my life is absolutely panning out in the best possible way, and that everything I desire is absolutely mine, plus more, okay? I'm not rigid any longer. Things don't have to happen exactly the way that I plan them. I can trust that my intuitive nudges are taking me to my goals or to something better than them. And I can release myself from any preconceived ways of doing things. It's an active kind of surrender, not a passive thing, okay? I'm going through each day, open to the nudges, the intuitive nudges, the promptings, and I act fast on them. I don't dilly-dally and procrastinate. I act first and I think later, or I might never think because it just, it was fine. When I feel called to work with someone to learn something or just to let their energy seep into me, so like a coach or a mastermind or something, I do it. I don't second guess their pricing or anything like that because I trust my internal nudges. I trust that if I'm to work with them, then the finance will just make its way towards me, okay? When I feel called to take an action, again, I don't second guess, I just act. I act fast because I know it's all leading me to my desired goals or even something much better. I trust. Do you trust? Or are you trying so hard to make things work your way? You have a preconceived notion of how things have to work and you remain unwilling to try something different? How much of what you're doing is simply fear's influence on you? You're working your butt off, but getting nowhere fast. Isn't it time to let go of the reins just a little, to let spirit guide you? He does know the end from the beginning, and he certainly didn't give you those desires and wants, okay, without knowing exactly how to get you there. Yes, get clear on what your life is to be about, okay? Get clear, but you get clear in action, okay? You get clear on what you want, you get clear on the money you want to make, the feelings you want to have in your relationships, how you want your body to look, what you want in your life. Get clear on all of it, and then be thankful that it has all come into your life. And then launch yourself into the day acting as someone who has access to bottomless wisdom, and trust that the intuitive nudges are spirit leading you to your dream life. Now, you can go as fast or as slow as you like. You can choose to continually ask through the day, what is my next best action? It's not next best, but I mean the next best action to take, okay? And then act on it quickly, and you don't second guess it. Or, of course, you can just second guess it and wonder some more about it, and then finally do it, and then ask the question for the next move. You just need to just do it. You can go as fast or as slow as you like, okay? So you can keep second guessing and then still doing it, or you can just do it, One path leads you to your dream life faster because you hear, you act, you hear, you act, you hear, you act, you hear, you act. You become a lot more productive this way, and you astound yourself with how much you can get done when you take the limits off. The other path leads to your dream life, but very, very slowly. You hear, you think, you second guess, and then maybe you act. Then you hear, you think, you second guess, and then maybe you act again. And like I always say, if you have the lifespan of Edward Cullen, the vampire, then you will finally get there. But the truth is that most people quit on this path because it gets too hard. Too much thinking. It takes a long time, and they don't see the results because they're not doing anything. They're working very long and hard for sure, but actually most of that time is spent in overthinking and second guessing and doubting and all that stuff, and finally convincing themselves to take action. Thinking usually does feel like hard work, and it can be when you're continually beating down doubt, fear, uncertainty. But it's still not the work. It's not the work. And honey, it's the work that always works. Work always works. Not the thinking, not the second guessing, not the worrying. None of that is the work. So why not surrender to Spirit, who knows you so much better than you know yourself? Spirit gave you your dreams and visions, and Spirit knows what you're capable of, so can lead you in the way you should go. Would it not be easier to act on those intuitive nudges? To trust that you do have direct line access to source, and so you're never alone and you're exactly who your people need? Spirit-led guidance is the best way to build a business, and it doesn't always look like what you think it's going to look like, okay? So they don't have preconceived ideas about where spirit is going to take you. Active surrender is a peaceful way to flourish, but it still takes action, okay? So are you done with the struggle? It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you were born to live because you want to. If you're tired of the overwhelm and the not getting anywhere fast and the lack of clarity, you are someone who, if you are that person, send me through a private message, let me help you out. You are someone who has experienced success and yet you've longed for more. You felt guilty about the desire for more because you thought you had to be happy with the status quo. And so you've hidden your light and you know it. You know you've hidden. And now the need for more is bigger than ever before. More impact, more income without all the guilt is what you desire. Without all the fear about being found wanting when you really go after it all. Without being afraid that you won't make it. You're born to win, man. Are you ready to go beyond where you are right now? In which case, private message me and ask for a life upgrade consultation. It's completely free to start with, so we figure out what you want, what's in the way, how we can work together going forward to demolish anything and get you what you want. It's not for everyone. It's for people who know, though you may sometimes wonder, they know that they're built to live a VIP life whilst impacting many with their message. If that's you, get in touch now. Until the next time. Bye.